happened to MTV? Is there still MTV? I don't really watch TV like that. If it's not Netflix or Power or one of Shonda Rhimes' shows, I really don't follow, but I feel like MTV back in the 90s, early 2000s is not what it is now. Welcome back to my channel, guys, a Millennials World. Like I said, when I made my vlog of Colombia, I said that I would talk about it and talk about why I decided to take a solo trip, how I've felt since coming back, and if I would do it again. So stick around and watch the entire video. Sometimes I just can't talk. It just is how some of the words like come out. I feel like I have so much to say, but nobody's perfect. So why did I decide to take a solo trip? I'll start with how I ended up in Colombia, essentially. So one day I was thinking about, I need to get out of here. I don't want to be here on my birthday, and I don't care if I spend it alone. I just was in my bed thinking, and I think honestly, something annoyed me. I saw something somewhere and something annoyed me, and I was like, you know what? People are gonna do what they want regardless, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I'm gonna go to Colombia. I had been thinking about going to South America for a long time. I thought about Costa Rica, Ecuador, Brazil, Uruguay, and I forgot what the other place was that I was thinking about, but Central America too. And I needed to go somewhere that wasn't too far, so I started looking on the app Skyscanner. They have a tool in the app that's called Explore. And basically it says plan the next trip. You can plan for June, July, the next weekend, quick getaways, popular destination, explore everywhere. So I did explore everywhere. They updated the app. Before you could do it like the cheapest places to go from where you are. So I looked from Los Angeles, LAX airport, and I think Colombia was the first international place that wasn't too pricey. So I believe my plane ticket came out to about $525. After that, I was like, I'm going, got the ticket, what's next? After that, I was thinking, well, where do I stay? So that's when I went back to my brother's friend and I asked him, what should I do? And he said, there's a ton of hostels. And immediately I was like, huh?
What did you say, nigga?
Who's staying in a hostel? Nah, like, no. I was totally trying to stay in a hotel. I didn't want to stay in a hostel because there's this weird connotation around them. But my hostel was beautiful. I stayed at Selina, as you all saw in my vlog. Rooftop bar, everything. I did a ton of research on booking.com. And the hostel for my own room was only $236, something around that ballpark. But I thought, okay, great. That's settled. I'm staying at Selina. It's not too far from the airport. Good reviews, good vibes, totally my type of style. The next thing was figuring out what I was gonna do each day, because I wanted to make sure I had at least one activity for the day. So the first thing I thought was, okay, TripAdvisor. Went on TripAdvisor and I saw a walking tour of Cartagena. It was $45, so I booked that for the first day I got there because I landed really early. I went on juanhotbelena.com because I read it on different people's blogs. I did a lot of research about Colombia before I went, and you should too if you're thinking about taking a solo trip anywhere. Do your research about safety and safety precautions. But I went on Juan Belena and there was an island trip because on my actual birthday I was like, you know what, I want to go to the beach, I want to read a book, I want to relax, I want to do that cliche thing where people fall asleep with a book on their face drinking a Mai Tai or I had pina coladas the whole time and I was on that track.
That's a good drink there. That is a good drink there. Yeah.
This is water. So then it was a day trip to Isla de Encanto or Isla de Rosario, one of the two. And it was great. Whole day, got food that was included in the package. That was $65. It was on sale. It used to be $75, and that's why I booked it, because it was on sale. And then the third day, I was like, I want to go to Palenque. That's what I've heard so much about the Afro-Latino culture, so much about Africa. I booked that with Alex Rocha, and his company is called Experience the Real Cartagena. If you Google it, you have to go with him. He makes you feel as if you're his family. We went and had amazing food. We stopped at different places along the way to Palenque because it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours. We had the most amazing empanadas. We drove through the town. He talked to us about the culture. He talked to us about everything. And his son was so great. They were both so informative. And I would do his tour all over again. That was $80. So with me for pocket change for like food and drinks and going out and stuff like that, I brought only $150 equivalent to the Colombian peso. I changed it at Chase Bank before I left, and I actually had money left over and I was trying to spend it, you know, while I was there. I bought a couple souvenirs for some family and for some friends, and that's it. The trip in total, I never really, you know, calculated it, but you could calculate it from all the prices that I've given. If I did it ahead of time, it probably would have been less expensive. And if I went with people, it probably would have been less expensive because we would have split like the hotel, and we would have split, you know, cab fares and stuff like that, and, you know, buy each other drinks and all that stuff. But I'm frugal for 364 days out of the year, I would like to say. But on my birthday, that whole month actually for my birthday, May, I just like to treat myself, especially during this time where I decided to take the solo trip. So really quick, why I decided to take the solo trip, someone told me that they spent their birthday alone a while back. And I was like, why would you do that? That's so weird. They said they went to dinner by themselves, and I was thinking like, why? But honestly, there comes a point in your life where you ignore all of the weird connotations around being alone on your birthday. Because if you think about it, from 0 to whatever age you are now, your entire life, people have allowed you to believe that if you're alone on your birthday, people don't care about you. And that's not true. But the number one person who should care most about you is you. And I felt as though it was a time, I had reached that point in my life where I didn't care if I was with anyone on my birthday or not. I just wanted to go somewhere, relax, decompress, and reflect upon my life, my achievements, things that I've done, things that I've done wrong. I live my life with no regrets, but it's nice to reflect so that you can move forward with a different perception, a different mindset. I learned so much about culture. I learned so much about different people. I made new friends while I was in Colombia. I met fellow solo travelers, and it was just a great experience. And I was reminded of my self-sufficiency. And I feel like at this age, mid-20s, I'm not 25 yet, I only just turned 24, but I feel like at this age, we forget how self-sufficient we are, how much pressure is on our back through society at this day and age, how hard it is to be in your 20s in 2018, and being in Colombia just allowed for all of that to be washed away. And when I was there alone, I didn't have to worry about anybody else but me. And that's what I wanted to remind myself of on my birthday, that I care most about me, and this was the time to cater to me. I still got texts on my birthday, of course, because people do care about you, whether you're with them or not. So I appreciated everyone who reached out to me on my birthday. I believe that everybody in their 20s should take a solo trip. It doesn't have to be international. I'm just crazy like that. But you should go to a different city by yourself, book a hotel. You should go somewhere where you don't know anybody. I just think everybody should take a solo trip on their own. It's so much fun. It's a great experience. You learn a lot about yourself. And I came back from Colombia with a different mindset. I was telling a few of my friends that I have never been this happy and with myself. Obviously I've been happy in life. Like, I'm a pretty happy person, and I'm happy right now just to be making this video. So, but it's just a different type of happiness. It's a happiness for the little things. It's a happiness for myself, a happiness with my life, and a happiness in knowing that even though I don't know what the end all be all for my life will be, I am totally happy in knowing that my God has control over that, and I put all my trust in him. And before Colombia, I did believe that, but I feel like it's been more solidified since I've come back. I don't know, I'm just very happy, and I feel like taking a solo trip by yourself, where you don't have to think of anyone else, where you don't have to worry about anything but what you want to do and what you want to see. You're in control of your happiness on a solo trip. You don't have to cater to anybody else. So I definitely recommend it for everybody, and I could talk about it all day, but I'm not gonna bore you guys. So if anybody has questions, feel free to email me at kyyah@careersavage. That's my other YouTube page that I've talked about before, and my other business and Instagram page that I've talked about before. Or you can DM me on Instagram at kyyah. I'll put all my contact information down below. If you want to know how to get the best deals for flights to South America, I will definitely give you that. All the resources that I use for my trip. If you want to follow my same exact itinerary, by all means, I will send it to you all, and I will put as much information as I can down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope somebody decides to take a solo trip after watching this.